Look at you! You've come so far. Bet you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Well, don't, because this is where Primal Fear really begins to get difficult. It's time to take off them training wheels as I'm about to throw you into the deep end. Today's focus is Tier 4, the Guardians. This includes both the Spirit and Chaos Guardians. So as always, I will show you how to identify them, the strategies to deal with them, and the rewards you'll gain when you finally defeat them. So get out your pen and paper as I'm about to show you everything you need to know about the Guardians. As mentioned beforehand, there are two Guardians, the Spirit and the Chaos. The Spirit is a bright white wyvern, and the Chaos is a black and red wyvern, both being much larger than any other wyvern you've seen before. Now, these tier 4 creatures must be spawned in, as they will not be found in the wild. So to create their summoner, you will need 100 Toxic, Alpha, Apex, Fabled and Primal Blood, 5 Origin Blood, 15 Demonic and Celestial Souls, 8 Origin Souls, 50 Fire, Caustic, Ice and Electric Feathers, 2 Generic Artifacts, and then for the Spirit Guardian, you'll need the Emperor Soul, and for the Chaos Guardian, you'll need the Empress's Soul. As you can see, they are expensive, so make sure you're ready before you begin this fight, or else you would have wasted a lot of resources and have a flying death machine in your world. Before you even think about defeating them, let's go over a little setup to ensure you are prepared. Side note, it should be obvious, but just in case you weren't sure, don't fight them at the same time. That's just stupid. Also, I would highly suggest fighting the Chaos Guardian first. First, a trap. Many Primal Fear players will agree that the Guardians are difficult because they are able to fly, making them harder to hit. This is why most players will create a trap to ensure the Guardian stays where you want them to. So here are two different traps which should work. The first trap is a cage where you'll spawn the Guardian inside and pray it stays there. You'll need to create a 20 by 20 box made out of large stone pillars, roughly about 7 large stone pillars high, or something equal to that. Then, using behemoth trapdoors and hatch frames, close as much as the roof off as you can, although there may be some space in the middle, which the Guardian shouldn't be able to fit through as long as you've done it correctly. You'll then need to stand about 18 foundations away to spawn it in. Use fence foundations to measure this distance, as it's cheaper. So once the Guardian spawns in, they should be stuck inside and you can easily attack it from afar. Just be careful though, as their Griffin minions may spawn outside the trap. The second trap, which is cheaper but also riskier, requires you to make a V shape out of behemoth gates, with a pillar in between them and a small lip made from walls and ceilings, as you can see in the video now. Make sure this trap is on a ledge, as this will stop the Guardian from flying over. Now this trap requires speed. Use a Malintronodon with a little bit of movement speed pumped to lure the Guardian to the trap. Then quickly mount the creature you'll use and attack the Guardian. If you're too slow and lose aggro, the Guardian will just fly away. So I suggest having your creature ready below the trap, although just be careful in case the Guardian use their long range attacks, as it might instantly kill you. Moving on from there, let's go over the Guardian's attacks. Now both Guardians are very similar, as they both have a bite attack, a fire breath attack, and can spawn light or dark griffins. The only difference is the Spirit Guardian has a fragmenting light sphere, and the Chaos Guardian has a rapid fire chaos ball attack. Each of these attacks will do insane damage to your creature, and will do damage over time if you stand where they land. So avoid this at all costs, although that is easier said than done most times. Moving on to your creatures. Make sure any creature you use is a high level and has good stats in health, stamina and melee. Also ensure they have a strong Godlife tier saddle or something similar to help protect them. Make sure you bring a large amount of primal health potions and primal stimulant, as this fight may go on for some time and these may be the difference between a win and a loss. Now let's go over the specific creatures you should bring. If you're doing this solo, I suggest using the Demonic Reaper Empress, as you will be able to spam both of her long range attacks. Other demonics such as the Parasaur and the Thorny Dragon will work, although the Empress is my personal favourite and the one I use every time. If you're in a tribe, however, I suggest the same thing, but bring the Celestial Indominus Emperor to help keep the Guardian grounded with his spine attack. Also, you could bring a Daedon or Utyrannus to help support and keep your creatures alive. Now for the loot. Surprisingly, the Guardians don't actually drop that much loot, considering how hard they are to defeat, but we'll go over it anyway. Firstly, and most importantly, is the Orb. Spirit Orb for the Spirit Guardian and the Chaos Orb for the Chaos Guardian. These are used to tame Spirit and Chaos creatures. Now, each Orb will require 50 Primal Blood, 1 Origin Blood, 1 Elemental, Demonic and Celestial Kibble, 5 Fabled Eggs, and then for the Chaos Orb, you'll need 2 Demonic Eggs and 3 Celestial Souls. And then for the Spirit Orb, you'll need 2 Celestial Eggs and 3 Demonic Souls. Next, you'll probably get some kind of primal weapon, such as a shotgun, rifle, or compound bow. Then all your usual stuff like elements, arrows, bullets, tame helper, and possibly some max XP potions. Now, although it's rare, there is a chance that a Chaos or Spirit Wyvern will spawn when the Guardian is defeated. So maybe bring a Origin Trank arrow just in case it happens, so you can get yourself a very nice tame. There we go, you now have all the information you need to take on the Guardians and complete the 4th tier of Primal Fear. So let me know if the video helped you guys out. Also, don't forget to comment any other guide videos you'd like to see, whether that is Primal Fear or any other Ark mod. Leave a like on the video and share it with your other Ark friends who aren't as good at the game and need a little bit of help. And also subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, as in the next one I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Pick on the Creator.